See, Mordecai is a stronger man than Ahasuerus. He has the one thing that Ahasuerus never receives, and that's the love of the people, because he loves them. At this point, Mordecai has become kind of like the George Washington. He's the founding father. People love him in a fatherly way, and he cares for them in a fatherly way. And it says here, it's because he spoke peace to the people. It's a very important word there. It's actually a Jesus word. It's shalom. You ever heard the word shalom? God made the world in shalom. And then sin comes to vandalize, to scandalize shalom. Shalom is the world without sin. Shalom is the world without death. Shalom is the world without terror or fear or oppression or suffering. When God was done, he said that everything was very good, Genesis 1:31. It was all shalom. It was whole. It was peaceful. It was perfect. It was right. It reflected the character of God. And then sin comes to mar, to attack, to vandalize shalom. The result is we live in a world, friends, that's not shalom. It's shalom as altered, affected, marred by sin. And Mordecai comes speaking shalom, speaking life where there is death, speaking truth where there is lies, speaking light where there is darkness. The Bible says that the power of life and death are in the tongue. And he is echoing the truth of God. He is echoing the love of God. And it says that he speaks shalom to the people. He gives them a vision of what life could be like, and by the grace of God will be like when the Prince of Shalom comes. It says in Isaiah chapter 9, I believe it's verse 6, that Jesus Christ is the Prince of Shalom. You know why we do not have shalom? Because we have not yet been visited again by the Prince of Shalom. It shows us here that even when there is salvation and celebration, there's still not shalom. The political leaders are not what they ought to be, and the financial systems are not what they ought to be. And everything is not right in the world, and we remain restless and frustrated. We become cause crusaders. We become those who put our hopes in politicians or business leaders or political leaders or moral leaders or spiritual leaders, and we try our hardest, we give our most, and then we lose hope because shalom never comes. It doesn't matter how many wars we fight, how many dollars we spend, how many prescriptions we purchase, shalom never comes because we need the Prince of Shalom. And Jesus is the Prince of Shalom. And when he comes again, friends, he's bringing shalom with him. So when Mordecai speaks shalom to the people, they love him because they hear the faint echo of the coming of Jesus in his voice. I have good news. Shalom is coming. But it won't be here until the Prince of Shalom brings it. For all who are leaders, let me encourage us to, by the grace of God, seek to lead as Mordecai leads, not as Ahasuerus leads. To lead with shalom as our vision and our hope.